This is Derivers Review Part 14. In problem 20, they're asking us to do y prime of 2. So we need to take the derivative and plug in. Let's start with y prime. We have a chain rule problem. Here's our inside function. Outside function is square root. So 1 over 2 root. Don't change the inside function. Multiply by the derivative of the inside function. So the derivative of 2x cubed minus 6x would be 6x squared minus 6. I think it would be easier if we reduce that. So we can cancel out a 2, which would turn both of these into 3's. So now we have a 3x squared minus 3 over root 2x cubed minus 6x, and they want us to plug in a 2. So if I plug in a 2, we have y prime of 2 is equal to 3 times 2 squared minus 3 on the top, root, that's going to be 2 times 2 cubed minus 6 times 2. Well, y prime of 2, if we do the top, order of operations, 2 squared is 4 times 3 is 12. Minus 3 gives us a 9 on top. On the bottom, order of operations, 2 cubed gives us 8 times 2 is 16. So I have 16 minus 12. Well, that's going to give us the square root of 4, which is really 9 over 2. Last two problems. In problem 22, we have, again, a product rule with chain. So we've got f times g prime plus g times f prime. dy dx is equal to, first function, x squared minus 1 cubed. Derivative of the second would be times 2, 6x minus 2 times 6. Plus our second function, 6x minus 2 squared, multiplied by the derivative of the first, 3 something squared, x squared minus 1 times 2x. If we clean that up a little bit, dy dx is equal to, let's move the 6 and the 2 out in front and call that a 12, 6x minus 2, x squared minus 1 cubed. Let's move the 3 and the 2x out front, so let's call that a 6x, and we have a 6x minus 2 squared, x squared minus 1 squared. Again, this is one where we could factor out an x squared minus 1 squared. Let's go ahead and do that so we can see that one more time. So if I take out the x squared minus 1 squared, and I also have, looks to me like we could take out from a 12 and a 6, we could take out a 6 there. So on the inside, we would have a 2, a 6x minus 2, and x squared minus 1, because we already have 2 of those and we needed 3, plus we're going to need the x that's here. We're going to have to use the 6x minus 2 squared there. I suppose we could have pulled out a 6x minus 2 also. So let's go ahead and do that. dy dx is equal to, so we've got a 6, a 6x minus 2, and x squared minus 1 squared. Inside, we would have 2x squared minus 2 plus x times 6x minus 2 squared. So sometimes after you factor out something, you see that there was one more thing you could factor out, which you can always do later on a different step. In 23, we're just doing term by term, so dy dx is equal to, that would be 3 times 1 over 2 root x. Let's think of this as x to the negative 1, so that's negative 1x to the negative 2. Let's think of this third term as negative 4x squared to the 1/3 power, so that would be negative 1/3 to the negative 2/3 4x squared, and then minus a 36x cubed. Clean that up a little bit. Dy dx is equal to 3 over 2 root x minus 1 over x squared minus 1 over the cube root of 4x squared squared minus 36x cubed. That's the end of our derivers reviews. Don't forget to always derive responsibly, never drink and derive.